Furthermore, say Durant does go to the Celtics somehow. This is another thing I heard.
Mm.
Whose team would it be?
Oh, that's a good question.
Whose team would that be? Would it be? As of right now, it's Tatum. I would argue. Okay, I think Jaylen Brown has a little bit more mental toughness, a little bit, than Jason Tatum, based on what we've seen in the finals, in the playoff run. That's why I admire Jaylen Brown. And he can get better. And I feel like, just like those conversations before, conversations were like, oh, maybe he needs to have his own team, you know, similar to those kind of conversations. But at the same time, Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant, and this Jason Tatum. I think this is a good. I think this is a good topic to discuss. Like, whose team would it be? Who would be the best player on that team? Remind you, Tatum literally just swept Durant.
He did.
And guard him up. So, I think Tatum is a better defender right now than Durant.
Definitely.
But I want to hear what you guys say though. Whose team would it be at that point? Who would be the best player?
I think it's still Tatum's team, technically, based on the locker room, his presence on defense, and really, at times, even this past season, he makes the Celtics offense go. Even though he may be struggling shooting-wise, scoring, I said it before, I think that Tatum is the key when it comes to playmaking. And because they didn't have an actual point guard or true point guard, they had Marcus Smart playing, but as far as his assignment is more so to be a defensive presence, offensive decoy. Tatum is the key. Tatum is the guy that gets the most touches. He's out handling the ball. He's bringing the ball up a lot of the time. And in the pick and roll, when he's not, creating his own shot, he's probably making a play for another guy. And really, outside of Jaylen Brown, he's the only other playmaker. So if you take away Brown, I think the ball still is primarily in Tatum's hand because he's still their main guy who has to get their offense going. But on the other hand, I think that Kevin Durant, similar to a Jaylen Brown, would be the guy that's the scorer. And if you want to say whose team it is, obviously we know that Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant. But I think for it to work, it would have to be Tatum taking the forward seat. And unfortunately, Kevin Durant having to, as Charles Barkley would say, be a bus rider. Even though I don't really – that's another topic, but I don't think he's a bus rider per se, but
I don't know, man.
He would have to be a second in that for it to work.
Bruh. He's the dude that's literally leaving the team to go somewhere else. He's literally getting off of one bus and get on another one. He's about to get off the next train or bus and go somewhere else. I don't know, man. At this point, that's the other thing too. If you're Kevin Durant, okay, it's kind of a good story here. You're up 3-1 on the Warriors, and you lost. And you went to join the Warriors. You get swept by the Celtics. If he somehow joins the Celtics, I feel like the narrative on KD is set. You can't stay. You go, and the fact that he still is willing to be traded. He hasn't changed his stance after all this time. So it's
and once again, Kevin Durant, generational talent, does not have a no trade clause. He can just be dealt anywhere. Like, they could literally send him to Sacramento if they wanted to, and there's nothing he could do about it. What, you are Kevin Durant. You have so much pull in this league, or you're supposed to at least. I feel like he should. And the fact that you're in this situation after the scrutiny you face for leaving OKC to go to Golden State willingly, then now you could be traded to any team, and if it's that team, and the way, you know, recency bias, and also they went to the finals, it's gonna look weird. Like you said, he's hopping on one bus to the other. It's like changing your zip code, just
basically. So it's hard. It's hard to not think of him that way.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. It's hard to not think of it that way.
Bro, that's tough. If he if that happens, it's gonna be. I still, even if he were to get traded to Boston, I don't see them winning. I don't see them winning another championship with him.
It depends on what they give up and what the next step to get him. Like, if it's just like Jaylen Brown and another player, they can potentially make it work. And let me go back to your Jason Tatum thing too. I don't know. Because, yeah, he was the best playmaker on the team, but he was still coughing up I don't know how many turnovers.
Yep.
So even though he's your best playmaker at that time, it doesn't mean that he probably should have the ball, based on what we've seen. Now they do have Malcolm Brogdon. Now he is someone that can kind of help facilitate. And I'm not saying he's CP3 because he's not, but that's some level of playmaking where it doesn't necessarily have to be in Tatum's hands. And if you're Durant, have we seen Durant be in the B role before? I don't think we have. Golden State Steph willingly gave that up.
Yeah.
On the Nets, Kyrie didn't get a chance to even show because he didn't play. So like he was out. So Kevin Durant didn't have to deal with that. I don't know if Kevin Durant can willingly be like
the second.
I will go back to OKC days. Now Russ had a more alpha mentality. Like, if you're not gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
But so maybe he can kind of based on his experience playing with Russ. But it's different when you're saying like you're not the primary option. You know, it's a difference there. And remember, the reason why we're not hearing a whole lot of talk on this front and why everyone isn't clamoring for him is because, one, he was injury prone. He's older. If this is Kevin Durant of 2017, I feel like all the teams will be trying to get him. And like you said, recency bias plays a factor too. He did not look good. He's not as good a defensive player as he once was. Offensively, he's still Kevin Durant, but it's not the same. You got to be able to play.
What up? Thank you for tuning in to the Swish Masters Podcast, and thank you to our sponsor, SS96. Visit ss96.net and use the promo code Swish Masters for 15% off. Yeah, that's right. You heard me right. 15% off on all store items. Hats, hoodies, t-shirts, whatever you need, SS96 has it. Also, don't forget to go and check out that music from Straight Stoner, produced by yours truly. You know what it is, Gut Gang, mobbing, sleepwalking. We out here. Thank you.